Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Katie Snow and I have a special Valentine's treat just for you guys, and it is low carb. We are making today, it's called a Keto Beet Love Smoothie. So I'm actually going to make this smoothie in honor of my parents. They next week will be celebrating 50 years of marriage. So they are Valentine sweethearts. They got married on Valentine's Day, and we are so excited to celebrate with them next week. So love you, Mom and Dad. And so I created this smoothie. I've been looking for a keto smoothie that I could make for everyone that incorporated beets, and so I finally completed it. So let's go ahead and look at the ingredients and talk about them, and then we'll make a quick smoothie and show you what it's all about. So in here we're going to be using riced cauliflower. So I know that sounds funny to be putting cauliflower in a smoothie, but trust me, it doesn't taste like cauliflower. You will find this in most grocery stores in the freezer section now, riced cauliflower, but buy it organic when you can find it. So I found this big bag at Costco, but I have seen it at other local grocery stores. It's pretty popular with the keto buzz, and so it's very easy to find. So we're gonna use, for this recipe, we have a half of a cup of riced cauliflower, frozen. And then we have whole strawberries. So these, make sure that they are not sweetened, because in the freezer section in strawberries, some of them are coated with sugar. So this is just a whole organic strawberry that's frozen. And then we have chia seeds. I love chia seeds. Great source of omega-3 fatty acids. You can put these in so many things. They're hidden, but they really pack a good nutrition punch. So I love chia seeds. And then we have coconut butter. So coconut butter is actually what I use in my coffee every morning. So I make my coffee, and so this is the container, and I buy a bunch of different ones. There's coconut manna or coconut butter, but it's the meat and the oil. It's not just coconut oil, not just coconut, liquid coconut, but it has the meat in it. And so I actually put in the morning about a tablespoon of coconut butter. It's a little hard, so you'll see it in this container. So I put about a tablespoon in my coffee and I blend it. That's all I put in my coffee. It's delicious. But in this recipe, we are using 1/4 cup of coconut butter. That's gonna make it super creamy. But again, we're getting all these good fats in. We got chia seeds, coconut butter, and then the next thing is an avocado. I have a half of an avocado that we're gonna be using in this recipe. And then we have almond milk. So I make my own almond milk. It's delicious. You don't have to, don't stress. You can buy it at the store. Just make sure it's unsweetened. We want to keep this recipe low carb. And so there's a whole wall of almond milks at the store, nut milks, and a lot of them are vanilla and sweetened and unsweetened and vanilla unsweetened. So make sure vanilla's okay if it says vanilla extract in there, not natural vanilla flavor. So you really have to check ingredients. You can make your own. You can check out my video on how to make your own fresh almond milk. It's not hard to make. Or you can buy it at the store. Just make sure it's unsweetened almond milk. And then last but not least, my favorite ingredient for this recipe, and it's Red Beet Power. So this is our supplement. It is pure 100% beetroot, organic, fermented. So this is a one of a kind. If you really want to make a true keto smoothie, lots of the beet power powders on the market, they have added sugar in them and they're not fermented. So the fermentation process actually extracts some of the sugar out because of it being fermented. So you can put this in there, and I did just a quick scan of how many sugars are going to be in here, and it's really just the 3 sugars from the strawberry, minuscule amounts in the cauliflower and the avocado, and in here minuscule amount, so it's less than a gram for a full serving of this. So that is our ingredients. Let's go ahead and get started. I do use a BlendTech blender at home. I love this blender. I've used it for years and years, and I just enjoy it. A lot of people use Vitamix. My mom and my sister use Vitamix. Both of them are great blenders, but you really need to have a nice high-speed blender for making a smoothie like this, that you're putting like large chunks of frozen objects. So it'll blend it very nicely, not too hard on the machine, and you can be out the door with your smoothie in just a matter of minutes. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to put the liquid in the base. Always works best when we do that. So it's a cup of almond milk. And I'll just actually work this way. So the coconut butter, we got a quarter of a cup. And then I'm going to add our avocado. I left it in the shell. I just cut it in half, but it's a half of an avocado. And if you want to make a full avocado, if you're trying to get, you know, the macros getting more fats in, absolutely, go for it. A lot of people eat a couple of avocados a day when they're doing a ketogenic diet. And for those of you who are interested in maybe learning more about the ketogenic diet, we do have a Ketabolic Reset diet on our website, drericsnow.com, and it's a very easy course. And it really gives you all the ins and outs of how to properly do a ketogenic diet. There's a lot of false, and we call it dirty keto out there teaching, where it's just get fats in, doesn't matter what quality it is, and just a lot of meat and cheese. And it's really not the healthiest form of ketogenic eating. So make sure you check out our Ketabolic Reset at drericsnow.com. And I think you'll be amazed at how you can really eat a quality ketogenic diet and really lose some pounds and really have your cognitive function at a whole nother level and your energy at a whole nother level. And so we've just seen that time after time with our patients and ourselves following a ketogenic diet. Let's keep going. We'll go ahead and dump in the strawberries. So 3 medium-sized strawberries. And then our frozen riced cauliflower. And again, trust me, it's not going to taste like cauliflower. And then we're going to add in our chia seeds. So it's 1 tablespoon. And these swell up. So I've made a chia pudding that I'll have to make the recipe for you guys. It's really good, but they swell like several times their size once you add them to a liquid. So that's why we made sure we had plenty of liquid in the recipe. So this is the last ingredient, and we're going to use 1 scoop of the beet power, red beet power. So it's a fun Valentine's pink drink, but you can have this any time of the year. And then this is for preference. I personally am not a big fan of stevia, the aftertaste of it. I know a lot of people, there's a lot of people that don't like it, but if you're wanting a little bit more sweetness to this smoothie, I would just put 1 or 2 drops of this. It does not take very much. A little bit goes a long way. Stevia is actually an herb. It has a very, I would say about 100 times the sweetness of sugar. So again, 1 drop of this is plenty in your smoothie. I'm at a point where I'm okay with not having that much sweetness. It's taken me years to get there, trust me. I've had a life of sugar before I realized that it was wrecking my health. And so I've just slowly cut back over the years. And so I just prefer not to have a lot of sweetness, because I just see where it gets me in trouble. So, but if you need a little bit of sweetness, the stevia drops will do the trick. All right, let's go ahead and blend. Okay, so we stopped it just 1 time. It took us about 2 minutes to blend, but I stopped and pushed all the food that had went up on the sides. I pushed it down so I made sure I get everything blended together. And we have our cup. Go ahead and pour us up our smoothie. Okay, delicious. And it's a little thicker if you wanted it. Oh, it's delicious. If you wanted it to be a little thinner, you could add just a little bit more almond milk to it. And I did want to tell you one other variation for those of you who just want a healthy smoothie and you're okay having a little bit more carbs and you don't like the taste of the stevia drops, that's okay. You can use a quarter of a date. So just take a date, make sure it's pitted, take the pit out, and then cut just a quarter of it and drop it in the blender. And then you could always add a couple more strawberries. But just make sure if you're gonna add those in, make sure you have a little bit more almond milk, maybe like a cup and a half, and then you'll have a thinner smoothie. I like thicker smoothies, but the taste of this is incredible. It's a great treat that's low carb, and kids will love it too. So hope you enjoyed this recipe. Again, if you're enjoying these recipes and enjoying our health tip videos, make sure that you like our videos and you subscribe to our video channel. And also make sure you share these videos with family and friends who might also enjoy them. Here's to transforming your health naturally. I'm Dr. Katie Snow. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.